Welcome, everyone, to a corner of the world where time seems to slow down, the incredible Galapagos Islands. And right here, on these sun-baked volcanic rocks. Our story begins with a tiny adventurer, a baby marine iguana we'll call Iggy. Freshly hatched, the world is a giant, exciting, and sometimes scary playground for him. His day starts not with a roar, but with a sneeze. A salty sneeze. That is, marine iguanas have a special gland to expel the excess salt they ingest from the ocean. And for little Iggy, it's a funny, surprising start to his morning. As the equatorial sun climbs higher, the black volcanic rocks begin to heat up.
Iggy, being cold-blooded, knows exactly what to do.
He finds the perfect sunbathing spot, stretching out his tiny body to soak in every last ray of warmth. Around him, hundreds of his larger relatives are doing the same thing, creating a living carpet of prehistoric-looking reptiles. It's a family gathering on a massive scale. For a baby, it's also a game of do you and get stepped on as he navigates the maze of tails and claws. He wiggles past a grumpy-looking adult who barely cracks an eye open, unbothered by the tiny newcomer. Now, with his energy levels topped up, it's time for Iggy's first big adventure. The shoreline. The sound of the waves crashing is like a dinner bell. He scurries towards the water's edge, his little legs a blur against the dark sand. The other iguanas, the seasoned pros, are already in the water, diving gracefully to graze on submerged algae. Iggy hesitates. The ocean is vast and powerful. He dips a curious snout into a tide pool, the cool water a stark contrast to the warm rock. A brightly colored Sally Lightfoot crab scuttles by, and Iggy jumps back in surprise. A comical little dance of fear and curiosity. This tide pool becomes his training ground. It's a miniature, safer version of the great big ocean. He practices holding his breath, submerging his head to nibble on the slippery green algae clinging to the rocks. It's not as easy as it looks. The gentle surge of water in the pool pushes him around, teaching him about the ocean's rhythm. He bumps into a small sea snail and curiously nudges it with his nose. Each new discovery, no matter how small, is a monumental event in his young life. This is where he builds the confidence he'll need for the open sea. Suddenly, a shadow passes overhead. Iggy freezes. Instinct, sharp and primal, screams danger. It is a Galapagos hawk, a formidable predator. He flattens his body against the rock, his dark skin providing the perfect camouflage. The hawk circles once, twice, its keen eyes scanning the shoreline. Iggy doesn't dare to move a muscle, his heart thumping in his tiny chest. The moment feels like an eternity. Finally, the hawk glides away, its hunt unsuccessful this time. Iggy lets out a tiny, shaky breath. Lesson number 1 in survival. Always be aware of the sky. After that heart-pounding encounter, Iggy feels the need for some company. He scrambles back towards the main colony, seeking the safety of numbers. He finds a group of other young iguanas, all just as small and curious as he is. What follows is a delightful, clumsy ballet. They playfully chase each other, tumble over one another, and engage in little head-bobbing contests. This isn't aggression, it's communication. It's how they establish social bonds and practice the behaviors they'll need as adults. For now, it's just a game, a joyful expression of youth in this unique island paradise. As the afternoon sun begins to soften, it's time for one more trip to the water. Bolstered by his morning practice and the playful energy of his friends, Iggy feels braver. He follows a larger, more experienced iguana to the edge of the waves. He watches as the adult launches itself into the surf, swimming with a powerful, serpentine motion. Taking a deep breath, Iggy follows. He's tossed and tumbled by the first small wave, but he quickly finds his rhythm. He's not just paddling, he's swimming. He uses his flattened tail to propel himself, just like his ancestors have for millions of years. Under the surface, a whole new world opens up. Schools of brightly colored fish dart past him. He feels the gentle pull of the current. He finds a patch of lush green algae on a submerged rock and begins to graze, truly dining in the ocean for the first time. This is what he was born to do. This is the moment he transforms from a land dweller to a true marine iguana, the only lizard in the world that forages in the sea. It's a triumphant, defining moment for our little hero. But the ocean is also full of challenges. A curious sea lion zips past, blowing a stream of bubbles in Iggy's face. While not a predator, the sheer size and speed of the sea lion is intimidating. Iggy wisely gives it a wide berth, learning another valuable lesson about respecting his neighbors, no matter how playful they seem. He continues his underwater feast, his belly getting fuller with each bite of salty seaweed. He's learning to navigate the currents, identify the best feeding spots, and stay aware of everything around him. As the sun dips towards the horizon, painting the sky in fiery shades of orange and pink, a chill returns to the air. Iggy's internal clock tells him it's time to head back to shore. Tired but satisfied, he swims back to the familiar black rocks. His first full day has been a whirlwind of new experiences, from the warmth of the sun and the thrill of the swim to the shadow of danger and the joy of play. He finds a sheltered crevice, huddling together with other iguanas for warmth as the cool night sets in. As he closes his eyes, he's no longer just a hatchling. He's a survivor, a swimmer, a true child of the Galapagos. Thank you so much for joining us on this little adventure with Iggy. If you enjoyed watching this Baby Marine Iguanas Day, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more incredible stories from the natural world. See you next time!